Still so high. Any further, it looks like. Oh, maybe. Guess we're here. See if that's open. Whoa, I've never been so high like this. Jeez. What a view up here. Oh, that's a view. What a view, mate. Welcome to Riga. It even goes higher. I wanted a high top, but not this high. What happened?
I don't know. I think
What do you
need to
see?
press nothing. I think it's... So remember that night church that we visited in Stockholm? So basically it had the bell stolen. So originally the bell belonged here in this Latvian church. Then Swedish during the war in 17th century stole it and brought it to the night church, and then Latvians took it back. And now it's here, and it's quite of magic, because they say that if it rings when you're around, it means that you have a lot of sins. So this is the most sacred street, and we are going to see something that the guide says is something that you must see in Riga. Yeah, so let's see what it is.
And just behind us was the Parliament building, which was made in the 16th century. So they said it's not being used. Is it being used today, the Parliament building still?
Yes, but it's too small for the Parliament, so part of the Parliament is in other building now.
Okay.
So behind me there's the houses where the merchants would live, and on the first floor they would have the shop, that's why the windows are the biggest, and on the second floor they would live, and on the top they would store their goods, that's why the windows are the smallest there. And these three houses, they're the oldest ones in Riga. Restaurant, so basically you eat as in medieval times with hands. There's no like fake light, and in the bathroom there's also no light, and now we just learned that back in the days here in this region, of course there was no toilet paper, so they were using dried leaves of cabbage.
of the market squares in Riga. Costa Coffee. Which one? Oh, this one.
So behind me you can see this pretty building, and it was a building of merchants, and they are called blackhead merchants, and this was a group of Northern African merchants, and they were very, very influential and very rich, and they had to follow certain rules. One of them was to be educated, and another one was to be single, not to be married. And they also had an orphanage, and they were taking care of all the orphan kids. So check out the nice building, I guess.
Як просто. Як кейсно.
So this church now is not functioning as a church. It is functioning as a concert hall, and well, as a lot of buildings here in Riga, it was destroyed during Second World War, so they rebuilt it. So it's basically pretty fresh.
Yeah.
So behind me, back in the medieval times, this used to be a hospital, and then the hospital, they would feed patients with bread, and they would give them every day beer, because it was considered as something very good for health.
This is the hospital.